Let's see real quick. Give it a like, give it a follow, give it a share. Everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone in the YouTube world. I know you guys will be watching this now or in the future, but we are testing the live out, see if it's working for you guys. Can you hear me? Can you tell me if I'm good? Can you give me a thumbs up? Can you give me a thumbs down if it's not good? Can you tell me something? Ask me questions. Let's get into this live. I'm gonna wait for like another person or two. Is it good on your end? Right? Good. Okay, so we are going to talk today about anything you guys want to talk about. Really, it's just gonna be the travels of October, but in the meantime, you guys can ask me anything. It can be literally about anything. It's just me today. It's not Boom. Boom is actually out in California doing a travel assignment. So she's out there for like a few more days and then she'll come back home. And then maybe on the next live she will be here. But right now I'm planning to do these like maybe at the end of each month just to recap how it went for the month of travels. So we're basically traveling every single month, whether it's like a couple days or like the whole month. I don't know. It just kind of falls in place and it's just the way it is. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Si quieres, hablo en español. Lo puedo hacer en español también. It's either way, English, Spanish. I love both. I know I have people that speak Spanish only, maybe English as well. Doesn't matter. We can have some fun here. And let's get into it. Well, there's people coming in, so you can ask me anything. We can stop talking about this one topic and then talk about something else. But it should be really fun. I like doing the lives. I only did one last month or early this month, and I know some of you guys showed up. It was really fun. Me and Boom were talking about everything, and then it started talking about points on travel, and we got lost in it. So like if I wasn't keeping track of time, we could have probably talked for hours and hours and hours. But it was so much fun. Really enjoyed it. So hope you guys do too. So we are going to just continue here. Anyways, guys, yeah, October was crazy. October was full of trips. It was full of really happy moments. We did something really special in Fiji. We also had my birthday. My birthday was October 19th. That was really fun. And then we ended it with a Disney World trip literally last weekend. So 5 days ago I got back, 6 days ago maybe. So a week ago now I was in Disney World. So that was really, really fun. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Yeah, it was October 19th. It was only what's that? 10 days ago, 11 days ago. So really, really fun. But let's start with Fiji. And again, if you guys have questions, let me know. But Fiji was at the beginning, and we went to Fiji. We met with Boom's sister and cousin. That was fun because that was a trip. Because we rented a car and we were driving on the opposite side. So it's really weird how in Fiji, again, I'm wearing the Fiji shirt. I love the shirt, by the way. It's first time wearing it here at the house. I love it. Their flag it's got the UK flag in it, so it's pretty cool. They were, invaded, I guess, not that long ago. They just got their independence in 1971. So that was something interesting to know. But anyways, we were in Fiji. Family was there. Driving was crazy. I almost crashed a couple times, but thankfully we did not. We stayed at two properties, at a Hilton, and then it was I can't remember the other property, but we had a great time. We had some special moments there, and we enjoyed some of the best food at the properties. We tried to get some local Fijian food, but a lot of places were closed or they were just a little too far for us to reach. Either way, we stayed in Nadi. So Nadi is like the town. It's not the capital. I think the capital is Suva. But we stayed in Nadi, stayed at a couple of properties. The beaches, if you've ever been there, I don't know, but comment below if you've never been. The beaches weren't that nice until you kind of have to get out of your way to take a ferry ride and go to like Malamala Beach, which is like 30 minutes out into the ocean, and you can find some beautiful beaches there. But then the sand was really rocky. So I'm just speaking my thoughts about Fiji. If you haven't seen my stories and my post on Instagram, go follow me on Leonidas19. You will see some stuff from Fiji there, and I have yet a lot to post, and we're gonna release videos in November about Fiji, so that's gonna be so much fun. Let me respond. Thank you for the happy birthday. Yeah, that was a few days ago, so yep, that's me. Yeah, what else are we doing in Fiji? We had a great time. It was like one of those trips where I'd only do once. I'd only go once to Fiji, and then if I go back, it'll have to be for like a special occasion or something, because it was a lot of driving around, sleeping in, exploring, trying foods, and what didn't feel like a vacation. It was more like an adventure, you know, where you kind of explore the areas and kind of do your thing. I'm gonna take a sip of my sake. I'm drinking a little bit tonight because tomorrow I'm going out, but we'll talk about that soon. Again, Fiji, the nicest people I've ever met. We learned a few words in Fijian, which is pretty cool, and learned a lot of history there. Then they have a couple of museums. I think we visited one, and then we visited the mud pool. So you put like mud on your skin, and you go into the thermal hot waters, and it felt really good. It was really nice. Weather was great. It didn't rain at all. And then again, if you guys haven't seen my stories, my post actually, go check that out. But we did a lot. We did a lot. We were there for a full week. Now the crazy part is that we flew from Dallas straight to Fiji. So DFW, Texas, they have flights straight from here all the way to Fiji. It was 12 hours there and 12 hours back. So, you know, we had economy seats, but the good thing is that the flight wasn't full. So you could kind of like lay down and kind of just relax, not be shoulder to shoulder with somebody. So we took the risk. We didn't want to do business class because either it was too expensive or it was too many points. But Fiji is somewhere that I recommend going, and especially if you're in Dallas or from mainland USA, there's a lot of flights that go directly to Fiji. And I would recommend it as a one-time thing. Maybe spend about 5 days there. And I think it'll be a great time. It's not that expensive. It's not that cheap either. So keep it in mind. A lot of things to explore there. But again, I'm going to save that all for the videos that are coming up in a couple weeks. I'm trying to plan this out. So I have so many videos on the backlog that I'm trying to catch up from the middle of the year, trying to, you know, catch up with everything, especially because we had a special time. Me and Boom really had a great year this year in our personal lives. So we want to make some videos, curate them, and put it into one small series that's coming out really soon so that you guys can see what we did. So you can only guess. But if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to talk about anything, we can do that too. But Fiji was really, really fun. And by the way, this is the night before Halloween. So I decided to do it tonight instead of tomorrow, because tomorrow I want to go out. Probably going to go with a few friends, go drink at the bars, probably go towards Dallas where there's more Halloween things to do. So doing this tonight instead of tomorrow. Halloween is my favorite holiday. If you didn't know, that's my favorite. More than Christmas, more than any other holiday, Halloween is my favorite. So I'm just biased, right? Because my birthday is in October. But Halloween is in October. Some of the best weather you can get is in October, because finally here in the Dallas area, the weather's becoming really good. It's become a little cold. You know, you need a little sweater, a little jacket. I really like it. I don't know about you guys. I don't know where you guys are watching from, but let me know if it's cold there, if it's still hot. It'd be something interesting to talk about. But otherwise, yeah, going out tomorrow. So I'm gonna have a good night, and then this weekend just gonna chill. I'm not gonna travel anywhere. told myself I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna stay home, focus on these videos for you guys coming out through the rest of the year. It's gonna be super jam-packed of videos on a lot of different series, a lot of mini series kind of you can talk about, because we still have two major trips through the rest of the year that are coming out, one in November and then one in December. The one in December, I won't come back until 2026, so we'll focus on that later. But the one in November is going to be really fun with a special little guest. He's so fun. Can't wait to take him on this trip. But it's going to be me, Boom, and another, yeah, like I said, a little guest. You can only guess who it is. But it's going to be so fun. I'm so looking forward to the rest of 2025. This year, though, has been quick. And I like it, but I don't like it, because I am looking forward to 26. There's a lot of things coming out in 26 for us in travel especially. And then, but I wish we could stay in 25 just to savor it a little more. 25 is coming to an end. You know, like November's coming, Thanksgiving is coming, and then literally Christmas right after that. So it's not too far. It's only 60 something days for the rest of the year. A little sad about it, but I'm excited for the holidays though. What else was I going to mention to you guys? Looking forward to Halloween. I'm not going to give out candy this year, but if you are, let me know. I am going to dress up tomorrow as what's his name? Mario from Nintendo. I was Mario last year. I'm still gonna wear my Mario costume this year. It's gonna be super fun. I can't wait to dress up. Just have a few drinks, have some good food. That's all I want. It's more about the food now and less about the drinks. Although I love drinking, don't get me wrong, especially when it's free, like at lounges or resorts or places that I go to. But tomorrow, it's gonna be more about the food and less about the drinks. Either way, I love eating good. I love my good cocktails. Love exploring new places, no matter if it's here at home or in other places around the world. I love it. So can't wait. What are your Halloween plans? Do you have anything going on? Are you guys like dressing up? Are you going to parties? Are you just gonna sleep in? Because that's cool too. I love sleeping in. I love being a homebody as well. So I have different phases. I don't know. It just depends what I feel. And then Boom is always the opposite of what I feel. So if I want to go out, she wants to stay in. But then sometimes if I want to stay in, she might want to go out, but usually not. So it's a weird combo. It's a weird combination. It just depends, like, you know, what we're feeling. So she's not here in town for the rest of the week and for the weekend. So I will be just chilling, just hanging out, working on these videos, but also going out for tomorrow, Halloween 2025. So I have been watching a few movies. Actually, I watched the Ed Gein series on Netflix. If you guys have seen that, Ed Gein from Wisconsin, I think he did some brutal things with some poor people that he did. I'm not going to talk about it, but it's a very gory, a lot of blood. A lot of things happen there. So I do recommend the Ed Gein on Netflix. That was a good series. I do always watch my Halloween movies with Michael Myers. I love that guy. I don't know what fascinates me about that, but it's not scary, but it's just like, it just kills people. You know, if you've seen Halloween, if you haven't, I can't believe you haven't, but go check that out. Halloween is always a good time to watch. I love the Michael Myers, the simplicity of his face, just putting the mask on, and then he's just like a different character. So it's fun to watch. I do like it. I do like my Halloween movies. And then I put some decorations downstairs for like the lights of Halloween and like some skeleton and then like a bat with some lights, and it's been really fun. I come home every day and it's like, oh, that's really cool. I put those decorations out. So I love it. I love Halloween. Again, it's my favorite holiday. So which one is your favorite? Which one is your favorite? Do you like Halloween the most? Do you like other ones? Do you like Christmas more? Because I don't blame you if you love Christmas more than Halloween. Those are my two favorites, but Halloween takes it to the top for me. So I love it. Anyways, guys, what else should we talk about? So we went to Fiji. beginning of the year. Then it was my birthday. So for my birthday, specifically October 19th, I literally had breakfast with the family. And then what did we do? I went home. I just came home and just kind of went through some videos. I actually did laundry that day. I cooked that day. So it was a really regular day. I actually also, that now that I remember, I went to the gym. The gym was just a normal day. I mean, there was nothing going on because later in that day, Boom came back from a contract that she was, trying to do in California. She came back that night. I picked her up, and we had a little special birthday cake that I bought, and we did the whole birthday thing and all that. And then she was like, "Guess what? I think we should go to Disney World the next weekend." So I was like, "You don't have to tell me twice. I love Disney World." So I love Orlando. I love Disney World. I love the theme parks there. So I was like, let's go. So literally Monday, the day after my birthday, she booked some flights. We last minute too. This is last minute. I think she spent $40 total on two round trip flights and the hotel. Now, we don't know how to save the money yet on the Disney tickets. Okay, those you just have to pay outright. We don't know how to save on those, but we didn't pay. But $40, 40 US for two people round trip, and then the hotel. So that was pretty cool. We went to Disney. This was last weekend. We went to Disney. We went to Animal Kingdom because we never been there, and that was one thing that I wanted to do. We went to Animal Kingdom, had a great time. Animal Kingdom, and then the next day, we did. Shoot, I forgot. What did we do the freaking next day? We went to Epcot. Yes, we went to Epcot. I don't remember because I was kind of buzzed. Okay, so we went to Epcot. We did the drinks around the world. So we had about 12 to 13 drinks. I recorded everything, so that's why I'm telling you guys. I've been busy lately with going through the videos, getting them ready so that you guys can watch it here in a couple weeks, hopefully. And we had a great time. So Animal Kingdom was new to us. We've never been. I think it's like a glorified zoo. There's a lot of rides, and then there's like a whole, lots of animals. I got to see lions, chimpanzees, giraffes, rhinos, everything you can imagine. I saw different birds, different lizards, everything. Then we got on some rides. We had some good food, so I can't wait for you guys to check that out. The next day was really my birthday day because I wanted to drink around the world. This Epcot is more for like adults. If you don't know, Epcot is one big park. You go in a big circle. There's a lake in the middle, and then it's open longer hours than Animal Kingdom is. And you get to try different drinks from around the world. They have 12 to 13 different countries there. So you have like Canada, France, Mexico, America, China, so many countries. And every country you can pick different drinks. They have different food too. So it's a food and wine festival in Epcot. If you're above the age of 21, I for sure recommend it. I recommend this park so much because it's very adult friendly. Lots of kids too. Well, not too many, but there are kids too. But it's fun because there's a Disney feel to it, and it's not in your face Disney feel like Magic Kingdom. It's just enough Disney feel, but more the adult aspect of having fun, eating good food, and drinking good drinks. So we loved it. We spent all day there. We literally left at like 9 p.m. Called it a day after that, and then it was a fun time. Let me get a drink. We loved it all. I was so happy for, even though my birthday wasn't that exact day, we got to visit Epcot, and we haven't been to Disney World in about a year. It's been a year because we did Disney this time last year, and that was my very first time. I didn't know about any of this, but Boom was like, "Let's go to Disney World," and I was like, "Well, I never been, so let's go." This was last year, and then I went, and ever since then, I mean, I get it. I understand the Disney effect of why it's the happiest place in the world. It makes you feel like a kid. It's fun. There's like the kids areas and there's like the older crowd areas, and you kind of do your best to stay in the adults area. Just kind of just have fun and don't be a creep, right? But just have fun while other families and kids are having fun. So it's all in good fun. We had a great time. We loved it. Um, yeah, so a late birthday trip we had, and what I can say, I mean, if you've been to Disney, you understand. If you haven't been, let me know why you haven't been. Um, Also, if you want to learn like how to use these points to your advantage, where you don't pay anything to go to, a quick trip here, a quick trip there. We do last minute trips, and you know what it seems like. I told Boom this the other day. I was like, these last minute trips are are cheaper than the trips they're even cheaper than the trips that we book way in advance. And I'm like, how is that possible? Because you think a last minute flight or a last minute hotel is going to cost you a little more, right? It's going to cost you more money because you're doing it last minute. But no, it's the opposite. These points really have come in handy. We get to learn that if you can go to Orlando, let's say, free, like no hotel doesn't cost anything. The flights do cost about $40, taxes and fees. So now all we got to spend is on the park tickets, the food, and the drinks. And even then, we spend a lot of money still. But we saved hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on flights and hotels, and it's been super handy. We love it so much. Actually, I would attribute a lot of this to the Daily Drop. If you don't know about the Daily Drop, go to dailydrop.com. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't know them at all. But they are world-class travelers that they make a daily like newsletter into your email so that what is the new thing that's talked about in travel and points. And it really helps us. So every single morning I make my breakfast and then I read my email. It's called Daily Drop. So they send it to you at 5:30 in the morning, Dallas time at least, so Central time. Go and sign up for them. It's free. Yeah, and I can leave a link on like in the comments or something. But it is free to sign up with Daily Drop. Daily Drop is a newsletter. It takes about 5 minutes to read through. That'll tell you like perks and different things with Chase credit cards, Hyatt programs, Hilton programs, hotels and flights is what they focus on. And like even the other day, they updated us, and it was like I didn't hear about this, but I was like, they updated us on what is it? I wrote it down too. So Venmo, and then do you know Built credit cards? So there's Venmo, which you know of because people transfer money there all the time. It's another app to transfer money. And then Built. Built is a credit card that came out like a couple years ago, where you can accumulate points just for paying rent, right? And so I have one card. I think Boom has a card, even though we don't pay rent, we just pay mortgage. So we've always thought, what if one day, Built allows you to pay your mortgage on a credit card? Because if you have a house, if you have a home, a mortgage, you can never pay with a credit card. So we were thinking, wouldn't it be cool that if Built allowed you to pay your mortgage on a credit card? And then, sure enough, here we are, 2025 October, literally yesterday. So like October 29th. I was just casually reading, and it said Venmo and Built, and I was like, "What is this?" So it showed that starting in early 2026, and I had the article pulled up too. You can pay your mortgage with your Built card. This is starting in January, and you can accumulate points. Now, there's not a lot of details, but if I had to guess, it's probably 1 point per every dollar. So let's say your mortgage is $2,000, 2,000 US. You're gonna get 2,000 points just like that, just because you have to pay your mortgage, right? 2,000 points in your account every month. Once after a year, 24,000 points. That's good enough for, I would say, 3 flights maybe. So like 3 one-way flights if you want per person. So it's like a no-brainer. Like I love that I found this out because I do read the Daily Drop every day, and except for Sundays, or no, Saturday they do not release one. I guess they need a break, because they release a newsletter at 5:30 every morning. And I'm like, that is so freaking cool. Soon enough, we're gonna be able to pay your mortgage. You can already pay your rent on Bilt. So if you don't have a Bilt credit card, let me know. I can send the link to you. But you can pay mortgages with this Bilt card coming up in just a few months. And I thought that was really cool. So you're probably gonna have a Venmo. You need to have a Venmo account, and then you're gonna need to have a Bilt credit card, which was super easy to get. That you don't need like you don't need like a great credit score. Okay, you can get it pretty easily. Probably like one of the hardest ones to get is a Capital One. That one's like the most particular one. So I'm telling you, Bilt is fairly easy to apply for and to get approved for. But I think you should start looking into, just if you want to Google it, Venmo and Bilt. There, and then just mortgage payments if you have a home, or if you know somebody that has a home, they can build airline points like for flights. For example, like Bilt is partnered with American Airlines. So if you get points into your Bilt, eventually after like a year or even less, depends on how big your mortgage is, you can transfer it to American Airlines and then you can fly for free. Like how cool is that? Like now, if we could pay like smaller bills with credit card, like with like for example, what's another one? But even HOA fees, if you have those, that would be cool to include, because every point matters. Every point does count. It's sometimes amazing, like putting your daily purchases on a credit card, how much can accumulate from that. Even if you don't make a lot of money, you don't have to make a lot of money. But putting everything that you possibly can on a credit card, and if you know how to transfer, if you want to ask us, you can. If you know how to transfer, you can get free flights almost anywhere. Okay, like there's a limit to it as well. If you don't spend enough money, you're gonna have to spend maybe a little bit on your flight tickets. But how cool is it to think that you can spend less than the original price? Because the economy is tough. Things are not as cheap as they used to be. So why not find ways to cut corners, to pay less, and pay nothing at all, even if, because you want to go to, let's say, Orlando for the weekend. Well, then why pay your flight? You can save that. You can save on your hotel. It just makes life easier. It makes that trip even more sweet, because you know that you literally didn't pay that much or anything at all to get there. So I think that's pretty cool. That's just my opinion, but let me know if like you do the credit card game, if you do the points game. It's a fun time. It's a lot of strategy. You have to think about it so hard. You have to like Boom even has like an Excel sheet. So she has all these charts showing, what perk we used yet, which one we didn't use yet, what cards have this, what cards have that. And, we're not perfect. We miss our like little things here and there, but you'll get the hang of it. As long as you don't pay any fees, like, or you don't have any late fees, if you're a credit card person, you can do it. I trust in you, that I wouldn't recommend this to somebody that doesn't know how to pay credit cards. If you're going to carry a balance, then forget about it. Don't do this. This is not for you. This is only for people that have no credit card debt, that want to up their game and just travel on a whim. If you need to go on an emergency to like see your mom or something in California, let's just say, and you will need to fly to LA. If you have points there, you can use it to your advantage, so you don't have to pay anything, and there you go. You can visit family, or you can go to another theme park in LA, for like nothing almost. So it's fun. It's really difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it's difficult to plan your points out, to plan the perks, to get the credit cards. You have to have pretty good credit. You have to pay off your balance. There's so many factors. And then if it's 2 of you in the same household, or even 3 of you or 4 of you, You can transfer points, you can help each other out. It can be a whole little ecosystem of points and helping one another. You can transfer. There's just so much to do. I think my favorite program out of any is probably Hyatt. Hyatt is where, in my opinion, they've had the nicest hotels. A lot of them include breakfast, and a lot of them we've never paid a single dollar. So, for example, tomorrow, because I don't want to, drink and drive tomorrow, I actually got a 5,000 point night hotel, which the 5,000 points per night is nothing. It's really very minimal. We got it in Dallas. I'm gonna spend the night in Dallas, and then just wake up Saturday morning, and just go back home, because I don't want to drive all the way back to where I live, which is much further, and I don't have to worry about the drinking and the driving. So I was like, you know what? Let me just get a hotel. 5,000 points. We obviously we have that. It's not hard to get 5,000 at all. Nonetheless, 10,000 or 20,000. Those are pretty easy. And that's why I decided to do that. I want to have fun for Halloween, so that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna probably drink with some friends and just have a good time. So I love it. Points really have been a lifesaver. Without the points, without these perks of these credit cards, I wouldn't be able to do this. And then obviously taking videos for you guys really helps, and it encourages me to keep filming and keep showing you guys how to save money, the cool things that we do, the cheap things that we do, how to save money here, there, cut corners, whatever. It's been really fun. It's been so much fun, and I can't wait to show you guys more in the future. But we have a lot coming up, so I think the next live that we're gonna do is in November. Towards the end of November, I'll be getting back from my trip. So yeah, we are gonna talk at the end of November. Let me know if you guys like these lives, or if there's like any other day or any other time that you would want me to do this. Because I just don't know like when everybody's like not busy. So if you want to stay on track, just be in touch with me. Go to my Instagram, Leonidas19. You can also just like and subscribe to my YouTube. It really helps. The liking and the subscribing and the sharing really helps the YouTube, just because it brings more people in. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. If just try it for like 7 days. If you don't like me, then hey, I'm not gonna fight you. If you don't like me, you don't like me. It's cool. If you have any comments, put any comments in the videos. If you like our content, if you have recommendations, that's really cool. If you disagree with something, that's fine too. I don't mind getting like a little, comment match in there. Just like bickering back and forth. That's cool too. I will go to that route. But it's been so much fun, guys. I think we're gonna end it here. So we'll catch you guys in next month, actually. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone in the YouTube world. Catch you guys later. Peace. See ya. Let's see if I can end this. How do I end this, actually?